So, as you may or may not know, I am chronically online. So recently, naturally, I've seen a lot of TikTok doing some like makeup hacks, and I've always wanted to try, but I get really nervous because it's like, oh, when I'm like doing my makeup, I usually don't want to stuff it up. So that's why I'm here today to test out these makeup hacks to see whether or not they actually work. Let's just get straight into it. The first TikTok that I did watch recommended doing your eyebrows first because it like avoids any like product buildup.
Use your brow gel before you do your base so that you don't get any foundation or concealer in it and end up with product buildup.
I usually do that already, so I'm just gonna do my brows as I usually would. I'm not really gonna do too much to my eyebrows because, you know, they're already out there. You know what? I never understand doing freaking eyebrows after foundation because like currently as I'm doing my eyebrows, actually some of the product is like getting above and below. So, you know, if foundation was there, it would like stuff everything up. Okay, now that my brows are giving leaky goodness, we can move on to the next little TikTok hack, which is to only conceal underneath the brows, which again, I do that. I do that already.
Okay, so you know how when everyone does their eyebrows, it's like a perfect in between like soap brows and 2016 brows? You only want to outline the bottom half of your eyebrow. Don't do the top. It will look like 2016 brows. Just the bottom. So kind of like this.
2016 was like 8 years ago. 2016 was like the best year ever. Why am I getting emotional? That's really sad. 8 years ago. Okay. 2016 was 8 years ago. Maybe it seems like not that long ago, but I'm constantly referring to 2016 in my head. I feel like 2016 was such a like revolutionary year for everyone. I don't know. I don't actually know why. Anyways, I'm taking a little concealing brush and just lightly carve onto my brows. Heavy on the word lightly. I feel like adding too much concealer onto the eyebrows can really give that like caked on look. Okay, so we're actually gonna get straight into face. This little TikTok, I think it's been a trend for quite a while. I may or may not have actually done this trend before. I don't know, I couldn't tell you, but today I'm gonna do it.
Moisturize first. Then after moisturizing, take some translucent powder and I just lightly dab it all over my face, not too much. Then take some setting spray. After the setting spray, take a primer and just put your primer. Then just put on your foundation and just see what happens and how amazing your fucking makeup is gonna look. And it's gonna stay on 24/7 and it's not gonna crease.
First step is to moisturize. I'm gonna be using this. It's a vitamin C cream, but I've been using it as moisturizer. I'm not sure if I should. I literally bought this the other day. They're expensive, but they've been working well and it's been like 3 days. So I'm just gonna blend this into my face as I would usually. This is where I start to get nervous. So I'm supposed to now add translucent powder, which in my mind, oh my God, I literally like predicted my future. I was gonna say, is a recipe for disaster, and now there's powder all over the floor. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with translucent powder and lightly dab it all over my face, like on top of my moisturizer. I don't know, don't ask me. I'm really not putting too much because I don't want to stuff this up. I am feeling very dry. Next, this just feels so wrong, but I'm gonna go in with setting spray and spray my face. Once the setting spray has dried, I'm supposed to put on some primer on top of all of that. Yeah, I'm just popping this primer on like I had just a powder on underneath, and setting spray and moisturizer. I'm not gonna lie, now that I put on like the primer and the setting spray, my face doesn't feel like dry or gross like how it did when I put on the powder. But that's also because I think putting on the setting spray and the primer kind of got rid of the powder. So I think the powder is just like a bit pointless. It's a bit of a gimmick, if you ask me. Okay, so now we're gonna put on our foundation. These next little hacks, they really irk me, they really ick me. I freaking ugh. Anyways, I personally hate touching foundation. Like, it just gets everywhere. Like, this is why we have brushes. Like, whoever puts their foundation on with their fingers is just a bit, I don't know, 1980s. But the thing is like, you see like the Vogue videos and everyone's putting it on their hands and it's just like, ew. Like, go get a brush. Obviously putting it on with your hands must work, but it's just like, it's it's so messy. Anyways, the next hack is from Miss Hailey Bieber.
When I saw Hailey Bieber pump her foundation into the palm of her hand, I was like, what is she doing? But she actually might be onto something. The palm of your hand is the only place in your entire body that doesn't have pores. Your foundation is not gonna sink into the palm of your hand and you get more coverage from it.
This makes sense, but still it's like, ugh, I don't know, it's just gross. Anyways, starting off in a little bit of foundation. Ew, this is just gross. And I also have nails, so it's like, no. Anyways, another TikTok said, blend the foundation and apply it with my fingers.
Blend foundation with your fingers to achieve a supernatural skin-like finish.
I actually don't know if like it's just gonna stuff up my whole life. I know it is. Alright, whatever. Like, I don't understand how this is more accurate than a brush. Like, it's just applying it thicker. And it's creating a lot of anxiety because I really don't want to get foundation in my hair and my top. I just pop the rest of my neck. Oh my god, this is foul. Ew, it's just no. Also, don't come for me. My arm's actually tanned and my face always stays freaking pale. But I'm trying to match my face to my body. This is just gonna waste soap, waste water. Like, I'm gonna go wash my hands. Okay, so thankfully, now that the foundation's on me, I get to go in with a beauty blender and blend it, which kind of defeats the whole purpose of applying it with your hands. Like, I don't know.
To really set your base, spray your sponge with some finishing or setting spray. Your base is gonna blend even more flawlessly and last a lot longer.
I also haven't used a beauty blender in a fat minute. No, it's just like taking off the product. It's definitely a lot more even. Okay, so next step, I'm moving into concealer. Basically every TikTok that I saw just said apply in an upwards motion.
Your concealer in an upward motion to give your eye and your face a lift.
Apart from that, I'm just gonna apply it where I usually would, but I think the key is to just under the eyes, apply it in an upwards motion. For the sake of the video, I'm gonna continue blending. Like, where did that product go? Into the beauty blender. I don't know, I just prefer brushes. Okay, so another TikTok actually said to spray your face in between each layer.
Spray finishing spray between every step, especially if you like to do your skin first. It keeps the skin looking fresh for hours and the base just looks soft and
I
airbrushed.
feel like all of these TikTok hacks, they're like, just do more, just apply more. It'll look better. Just 17,000 layers of setting spray and you'll be good. On to the next layer, I guess, shall we? Next, of course, is blush, and best believe I will be applying with a brush this time. I cannot take it any longer. I've had it up to here. I will be applying with a brush this time.
Instead of just putting it all over your nose, you put it on like a little contour on your nose. That way, it still keeps the shape, but it gives you that sunburnt look.
A little bit, and then just pop it down the side of my nose, like so. And then I guess blend it out, and that will like make your nose a little contoured. I don't know, you guys. It's not really contouring my nose at all. You know, I'm not gonna sit here and be a hater because it doesn't. Okay, it kind of looks bad, but I feel like at this stage my blush always looks like this. Okay, so finally, the next step is baking. I'm going to bake with a triangle puff and my loose powder. I'm going to bake the same kind of way that I concealed. Oh, I forgot to spray setting spray after my blush. So what this next TikTok recommends is to dust off your bake in a specific way.
I'm going to use this big fan brush to dust everything off. When I'm dusting off under my cheekbones, I just like to go back and forth in the same direction. Under the eyes, when it comes to the nose section, I like to dust it up towards the nose, and then when it comes to the outer end of our eyes, I'm just gonna flick upwards in that same direction towards my temples.
Got a massive fan, and you're supposed to like dust it off back and forth. I think I'm doing it right. And then for the nose, you're supposed to dust it up towards the nose, and then for the outer eye, flick it upwards. Like, to be honest, I don't think it did all that much. I feel like blending it out with the powder puff is the same thing. Like, I don't think a lot of people have a fan brush like this. But, you know, my makeup doesn't look disgusting. It doesn't feel disgusting, so let's move on. Oh my god, you guys, how could I forget? I have to spray in between each step. Okay, so next step is for contouring. I am going to do this with powder. I just feel like it works better as a powder contouring set.
Warm tones are for bronzing, cool tones are for contouring and sculpting. You want to apply warm tones anywhere the sun would naturally hit your face, like your temples, nose, the upper parts of your cheekbone. It gives you the glow. Apply your cool tones anywhere you want to sculpt.
Essentially, what I've learned from this TikTok is that you are supposed to bronze with warm colors and contour with cool tone colors. So for example, I'm going to take these warm colors and use it to bronze up my face, and it's going to give me, you know, that sun-kissed look essentially. Okay, and then I'm supposed to get a cool toned brown. This is very cool tone. It's also very cool tone, so I'm going to mix them and contour with it. So you know what? I will say it's giving a snatch shadow appearance. I will tell you this, it's giving I don't know how to blend my makeup. I'm also going to take some of that cool color in my cheeks. Obviously I'm being dramatic, like it's not that bad. It definitely does give a contoured look, but I feel like you can also achieve that with warmer tone browns. I don't know, I feel like cool tone browns are a little bit scary. Let me know what you guys think. Since I'm a girl that loves to powder blush as well as cream blush, I'm gonna apply the same method to the powder blush. So I'm going to like try and contour my nose with the blush. So I'm taking the blush on this smaller brush and I'm gonna contour my nasal cavity, I guess. I don't know, I would just usually contour my nose with like a actual bronzer though. Oh my god, you guys, how could I forget? How dare I? Seriously. Another layer, here we go. Okay guys, I'm not gonna lie, for highlight and for like freckles, I couldn't really find that many current trends. So I'm just gonna do what I usually do. I'm gonna apply some freckles down the sides of my nose and I'm going to apply my highlight. Guess what time it is? Oh, it's such a waste. Can I just say, if my makeup does not last all night, I will be shocked, disappointed. I'll feel very misled. That's kind of the base done. It's not too bad. It's also not the best it's ever looked, but it's honestly not bad. Anyways, the next trend. I'm really nervous for it because number one, it involves using your freaking fingers. Number two, I've already powdered. So if I stuff this up, my whole makeup, I'm gonna like, it's gonna be stuffed like, I don't know, it's just gonna annoy me a lot. I don't think I have a number three, but moral of the story is I just don't trust this technique. Nevertheless, I will be doing it. Wow. I'm so scared, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm gonna draw it on. Well, the pencil just broke, so that's a bonus. I have a brown little dot on my fingy. Oh my god, I'm so scared. If this works, like, it'll be a miracle. Right, so you put your finger there and then you... Are you kidding me? It worked, but also like really badly. At least it went in a straight line, but it's giving my mascara smudge. Do you know what I mean? It's still on my finger. Maybe I didn't press hard enough. Okay, now I'm just rubbing it off. The thing is, I can't see a scenario in which you wouldn't have to like touch it up. All right, let's try with this eye. There's no way that people do this on the daily. Like, surely not. If you do this, you're not gonna look like a professional MUA, well, obviously, but you're not gonna look like you know what you're doing. I'm gonna say like at least 5 foot away from everyone. I'm gonna add a second layer, which kind of defeats the purpose, but it's okay. No, I'm just like giving myself a black eye. That's a fail and a half. Like, no. I'm so upset. All right, you know what? I'm gonna give it one more chance. All right, I'm gonna try black version. I don't know how much it's gonna do, but let's give it a go. Okay, I'm not giving up. This needs to work. I'm now gonna try brow pencil. None of this is working. It's not the pencil. Maybe it's my finger. But anyways, let's move on to the next, which is eyelashes. Now, I actually couldn't find a hack that I thought was useful information. A lot of them just said like apply false lashes on the end half of your lashes, which I feel like we've known for many years now. So I thought I could give you guys some useful information on if you want to achieve that cat eye effect and how to do it with just mascara. I have the information. So it's really simple. Just get a mascara and brush your eyelashes outwards. So I'm kind of coating them first, and then I'm gonna drag them outwards. See how they're going like that? And now it naturally gives an optical illusion because the eyelashes are going that way. So it's gonna give you a catty look. Just to prove to you guys the difference, I'm brushing these ones like up. Look at the difference. When I pull them outwards, like it's more so giving cat. Okay guys, so we're finally up to our last step, which is lips. I'm kind of nervous for this one. I don't know if it meant if your liner was like unsharpened or if like the liner itself was dull. To light it with a lighter. Don't try this at home. Anyways, this is the before. It looks like that. Now, I'm gonna light it. I'm like scared. It's burnt. Oh, should I apply it? Whoop-de-doo, guys, it's the same, just burnt. That's really disappointing. I thought maybe it would like sharpen the pencil. Maybe let's try on a pencil that's actually sharpened. So this is before. Maybe I'm not supposed to like light it on fire. I don't know. Okay, like heat it up from below. Okay, it's like dripping now. No. Well, it's wet lip liner now, so if that's what you're after, then freaking light your freaking liners on fire. I don't know what to tell you. Anyways, I will not be accepting this because the rest of my makeup actually looks okay. Alright, I'm just gonna red ahead and line my lips as per usual. Honestly, I want to say I'm quite surprised with how this makeup turned out. It kind of looks very similar to my usual makeup, but I will say up close it's just not the same. Like, you can see that creasing. Usually I feel my makeup looks a lot more flawless. Maybe it'll last longer, who knows. But majority of these were just unnecessary. Like, yeah, they might look fine, but you can just deal without them. Like, it's just a pain in the ass, I'm not gonna lie. I hope maybe you guys learnt something, but yeah, this is the final look. Enjoy this video. I love you so much, and let me know if you want to see more like this. Also, shout out to all of the creators whose videos that I used and whose little tricks that I use.
Later that same evening.
Okay guys, so it's 12:55 a.m. and this is my makeup. I did put on some liner because I just couldn't deal with the other liner, but the skin, it's perfect. Like, I don't want to take off my makeup, like it really works. So even though at the time I was skeptical of all of these TikTok hacks, it lasted really well. So but yeah, you guys, I love you so much. Make sure to like, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram at Leah Halton _ and I will see you very soon.